All right, welcome everybody back to another edition of Can You Reach the Summit, our game show that we're doing during our Explore the Summit series here this fall. And this week we're looking at our newest member to the league, a returner to the league, Kansas City. And we're excited to be joined by men's basketball player Zion Williams. Welcome to the show, Zion. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
What's going on? My name's Zion Williams. I'm from Maybrook, New York. I'm a senior guard here at University of Missouri, Kansas City. I plan to get my bachelor's in liberal arts with a minor in psychology and a minor in criminal justice.
Good stuff. Zion, so this game show, 9 multiple choice questions. You get 1 true, false. We'll ask you some questions about yourself along the way too, just to get to know you a little bit better. Your counterpart on the women's basketball team, Jada Mickens, we had fun with her earlier this week. She got 700 points for you guys, so let's see what you can add to that total. And without further ado, we'll get into these first 3 questions are all about the campus at Kansas City, or different traditions, landmarks, things like that. So we'll jump right into those and see what you know about your campus there. First question. Here we go. All right. I'm going to do this, all right? What does this hand signal mean to a Kansas City student athlete?
Grew up.
You already know it. So there's your options. You got 100 right off the bat. A little softball to get you started. So you got 100 on the board. Pretty easy. What's it mean to you to be a Kangaroo?
For me, I just take pride. I feel like our university just takes pride in a lot of the support that we have. So everybody, all different athletes, all different students, they come to games and they support really, really well, which just makes it feel like a community and a family here. So that Rue Up symbol is just like we all are rules together. So we all just know each other and we all just are there for each other. So it's definitely important.
Yeah, it sounds like a good thing going on there at Kansas City, and just kind of a rallying cry almost to bring you guys together. And support is good across the board. I know student athletes, you got to lean on each other a lot just for, you go through a lot of different things. And obviously 2019-20 was wild with the COVID stuff. So I know it's been challenging, but basketball is about a month away from getting going. So we're excited to see what you guys can do in our league, and welcome to our league too. So 100 points right off the bat. Good job there. Let's go to, this is a campus landmark question. So let's see how well you know some buildings around campus. Actually, it's not the landmark. This is another fact about UMKC. All right. Before becoming part of the University of Missouri system, what was the original name of the school? Here are your choices. A, University of Kansas City. B, Kansas City College. C, Rockhurst College. Or D, Metropolitan State University.
I'm going to go with D, Metropolitan State University.
No, it's not Metropolitan. I made that one up.
Oh, man.
I know.
That one sounds like the most – that one sounds like the most
I threw a little
sophisticated.
twist in there, so it's good.
Okay. Can you give me my first 3 options again?
Yeah. A, University of Kansas City. B, Kansas City College. Or C, Rockhurst College.
I'm going to go University of Kansas City.
You got it. 75 points. Good job.
All right.
Good job. No worries there. All right, last one about the campus. All right, when UMKC first opened, the school's library, classrooms, cafeteria, and administrative offices were all housed in Dickey Mansion. What is that building called today? Is it A, Mannheim Hall, B, Steamroller Hall, C, Schofield Hall, or D, Flarsheim Hall?
Flarsheim Hall.
Flarsheim Hall is on campus, but that's not what Dickey Mansion is now called. So you got A, Mannheim Hall, B, Steamroller Hall, or C, Schofield Hall.
Schofield Hall.
It is Schofield Hall. See, you're doing all right. 75. You got 250 in the campus section, and I'll tell you, that's pretty high score for some of the past student athletes that have been on the show. So you're doing good.
All right, we rolling in the right direction.
All right, we're moving on. We're done with the campus questions. Actually, let's ask you a question. Why UMKC? What led you to be a Roo there in Kansas City?
Well, when I first came on to my visit, I just really enjoyed the coaching staff and the players. I just felt like I bonded with them once I got here. everybody was really just opening and welcoming. So it just felt like a good fit for me. And then also, when I thought of Kansas City, Missouri, I thought it was nothing like what it is because I come from New York. So it's like I'm thinking it's going to be straight plains, like country flatland. But
Right.
when I came, and it's like a it's like a borough, like it's like a borough in New York. So it kind of reminds me of a small city. And I think it's like there's a lot to do here. People are friendly. So I heard there's good food out here. So, and I can actually attest to that now since I've been out here for a year. There's some good food out here. But definitely those are the main reasons. I just really enjoyed just the support. Just it really felt like a family, and just off my first visit. So I just ended up committing.
So what's the food that you're thinking about right now? Is it the barbecue?
The barbecue. All right. So me personally, I don't really like barbecue, but I heard the barbecue here is very good. But my favorite spot out here is Jay's Fish and Chicken.
Nice.
Super good. Definitely a spot to try.
I will do that. Hopefully we can get down to Kansas City for some games this winter. All right, this is a pop culture question.
All right.
What is the fictional country in the movie Black Panther? Is it A, Transylvania, B, Yellow Empire, C, Wakanda, or D, Maldonia?
See Wakanda.
You got it right away. You seen that movie, obviously?
Yes, sir. Plenty of times.
Plenty of times. Good movie for sure. All right, you're at 350, man. You're doing really good.
I like it. I like it.
I like it too. So this is a U.S. geography question. We're going back to personalize this one a little bit.
All right.
Which of these states does not border New York?
Ooh, okay. I like this.
Is it A, Connecticut, B, New Hampshire, C, Vermont, or D, Pennsylvania?
Vermont.
Vermont does.
Oh, okay. So I know it's New Hampshire.
It's New Hampshire. Got it. Let's talk New York. Maybrook, New York. It's I looked on the map because I didn't know where Maybrook was before I started doing my research, but it's what, 20, 30 miles north of the city?
Yeah, it's only like an hour to an hour 15 depending upon traffic. Just right from the city, so it's not too far. Just a train ride.
Gotcha. Is a lot of the population there going into New York for work and things like that, or what's the
I think
what's
it's a
the
little
city
bit
like?
of both. Cause like there's like people that do travel from where I stay to the city to go to work. My father used to go to an area that's close to the city, White Plains, which is maybe like 15 to 30 minutes away from the city. He used to travel up that way all the time, but now he has more of a closer location to where he can work at by the house. But it's definitely commuters both from the city and to the city, so it's not too far, and it's kind of cool to be a little bit outside of the city because you get kind of like the more rural areas of New York.
Right, for sure. And with that said, your first stop in post high school basketball was in Alabama,
Yes,
which
sir.
I am a native of Huntsville, Alabama, so
Oh, man.
I know where Hanceville is. I know where
Yeah.
Wallace State is. So,
Yes,
what
sir.
was your experience like there?
Honestly, I can truly say I love Alabama, and I definitely plan to have some sort of house out there at one point in my life. Um, I thought it was a great experience for me. It definitely was a culture shock because it's just a different way of life down there.
Right.
And I truly enjoyed it. And I actually made so many friends down there, and I go back and visit them all the time. So it was a great experience. Definitely at Wallace. It was a great coach I played for, and I just really enjoyed it out there.
Good deal. Good to hear that you liked Alabama so much.
Yes, sir.
There's some connotations about my state that are not so nice, but I'm glad that you enjoyed it.
Yeah, I definitely had a good time.
All right, so we're moving on from the campus, the pop culture, the geography. We're going into some Summit League history here, some Kansas City history, a little autobiography question. So it's the second half. You're at 425 right now. So as I mentioned, really good start. So let's go. Next question. True or false? This is your true or false question. 100 points, you get it right. 0 if you get it wrong. Kansas City is the only school from Missouri, past or present, that has been a Summit League member.
This one got me thinking.
Right? It's good. You got a 50-50 guess though, right? Go through the
I'm a,
Division One schools.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with false.
You got it right. No bonus points, but Missouri State is the other school that has been a Summit League member before. Obviously, they're not a member now, but
Right.
they were in the past. So if it was a guess, it was a good guess.
It was definitely a guess, but it was an educated guess.
Gotcha. Good stuff. All right, let's go to a question about yourself. Last year, first year at Kansas City, do you remember your first Division One start came against this opponent? A. Cal Baptist, B. Crawley's Ridge, C. Oklahoma State, or D. Chicago State?
Hey, Cal Baptist.
You're on a roll, man. 625. Look at you. So obviously, first year in the program, kind of acclimated, and you guys kind of figured things out down towards the stretch. I think I looked at your bio. You started 9 of the last 10 games, and maybe the one you didn't start might have been senior night. That's kind of what I concurred, but maybe I don't know. That was just my assumption. But you guys had a pretty good end of the year. Coach Donlan's first year with the program. Obviously, you coming in as a new player, and you worked your way into the starting lineup. So how'd 1 year go for you?
I think it went great. I mean, it was definitely a year for me to really sit back and reflect and just really have to put in the work and really grind. Like it was a different type of level of work that our coach required from us. And I mean, I definitely am used to that grind, but it was something new for me because I was stepping into something that I'd never been. And I feel like just being able to actually take that time and go from not starting, it actually like was able to humble me to a point to where I just knew the level of work that I needed to put in to be where I wanted to be. And that in the end of the season, that ended up happening for me. And I just think we did very, very well and just in getting growing and just continuing to get better through the end of the season because our coach always talks about that. It's really the championship teams are the teams that they get better throughout the course of the conference season, not just get better from when they started in non-conference.
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Question number 8. We are into I believe, let me look at this. All right. This is Know Your Coach. So hopefully you know a little bit about Coach Donlin and maybe you've read his bio before. I'm not sure, but Coach Donlin has previous Division One head coaching experience at this school. Is it A, Northwestern, B, Alabama Birmingham, C, UNC Wilmington, or D, Wright State?
Did it say head coach or just coaching?
Head coach, yep.
Head coach?
Head coach.
Wright State.
You know Coach Donlin well. You're going to avoid the doghouse with that answer. Good job. Good job with that one. What's it been like playing for Coach Donlin?
For me, it's been great. He just literally is going to push you to your limit every single time that you step on that court on and off. And he just expects a lot. He demands a lot. And I think that's going to elevate everybody else's game. And he just makes everybody else up their energy every single day because he requires so much from us and he holds everybody accountable. And he said on our visit that if you come here, you're going to work harder than you ever have before. And a lot of people, I feel like they understood that, but they didn't really fully understand it until you actually get here and work as hard as we do. So I think he's a great coach and it's just been great since I've been here.
Awesome. Good. It's always good to play for a coach that you enjoy playing for, obviously, and it certainly sounds that way with Coach Donlin. And year 2 is on the horizon, and I know you guys are excited to get things going in the Summit League. So let's talk year-end review here. All right, last year, your record against current Summit League members, was it 1-1, 2-0, 0-2, or you did not play any Summit League teams last year?
Do scrimmages count or no?
No, it was regular season games.
Okay. So we were 2-0.
You were 2-0. I can't stump you, man. You're really good at this. So tell me, do you remember the 2 schools?
It was South Dakota and I can't remember the second school for some reason, but I know South Dakota was one.
But they were both close games.
Yeah, definitely. We won on a buzzer beater on South Dakota.
Yeah, and then Western Illinois was the other one,
Western
and that was
Illinois, yeah.
that was another close one. So what's the vibe like coming from the WAC into the Summit League? What's the team feeling?
I mean, we're just really coming to compete every single day. Every game that we come out, we just want to really hold guys to under 50, under 60 points. Like we just really emphasize on the defensive end. It's going to be a different change for us because in the WAC when we were playing, there was a lot of travel, and I feel like now that we're in the Summit, locations are closer, so it's going to give us more time to really focus on our next opponent as well as get the recovery and the rest that we need. So I feel like it's gonna be a good year for us. We've been working each and every day. I mean, even what's going on, even with what is going on today, we still been trying to persevere through it all and just continue to work and get back to where we need to be for when the season starts.
Yeah, we're closing in on it. We're I think a month and 3 days away from when teams can first hit the floor for official games. So I know it's exciting, and you guys are a week or so now into full team practices. So good
Yes,
momentum
sir.
going. All right, Zion, you got 8:25 right now, and you got one question left.
Like
See if you
that.
can get to 9:25. This is a Summit League Championship history question. All right, what is the highest seed Kansas City has been at the Summit League Men's Basketball Championship? A, number 1, B, a number 2 seed, C, a number 3 seed, or D, a number 6 seed?
D at number 6 seed.
No, you guys have been higher than that.
What were the options again? It was first seed, second seed, and
Third seed, yep. A is number 1, B is number 2, or C is number 3?
C, third seed.
Not quite. So you got number 1 or number 2?
Second seed.
All right, you salvaged 50 points there. 875. Number 2, highest seed you guys have been. I think it was in the early 2000s that you were there. You were in our league for 19 years before, so you guys are coming back with a little history. But something that the program has never done is win our regular season championship. So I'm sure that's on your radar and a goal that you guys have, obviously, to win the regular season and be the number 1 seed in Sioux Falls here in March. And I know that speaking for me, I love college basketball, and I'm excited to see what you guys bring to the league and see what you guys can do as Summit League members.